You know what's not over? Us. We're not over. Game Time Live presented by Kia coming your way. We've got Candace Parker, Jared Greenberg, and Isiah Thomas. Who, Isiah, I want to blame this on you. This is like a Sunday theme with us. A few weeks ago, you and I had the 51-point beatdown Dallas put on the Clippers. What is it about these Sunday early starts? What are you doing?
I'm just, I'm just swimming in the right lane. That's all.
Oh my goodness, these are ugly, Candace. This one was especially surprising.
Yeah, that was ugly. That first and that third quarter was very painful. But if you're Boston, that's what the NBA is. It's about streaks. And if you're New York, that's what the NBA is. You can be on the highest high, but guess what? There's another team coming in tomorrow that is trying to beat you. And so we're going to see that a lot this year. You just made the point. Teams at home are being beat at a higher level than any other year. Yeah. And this season, with no fans, you have to create your own energy.
That energy was not there for the Celtics, despite Kemba Walker making his season debut. Coming up, we'll break down that premiere from Kemba. The Jason Tatum-less Boston Celtics got another 25-point effort from Jaylen Brown, but it wasn't enough, and we'll talk about the Knicks. Plus, we'll get you set for tonight's doubleheader, and it's a really good one for you if you're a basketball fan tonight. The Philadelphia 76ers won't have Joel Embiid, but boy, do they need to bounce back after losing last night in Memphis. Meanwhile, great game between the Pacers and the Clippers. If you've not seen Indiana yet, pair of all-stars, Sabonis and Brogdon, been playing great basketball, taking on Kawhi and Paul George. All that tonight starting at 6:30 Eastern with Carmack's pregame show. But we got plenty more to do here for the next 33 minutes live on NBA TV. We'll break down the Knicks winning 105-75. Quickly looked amazing. The Olympic gold medalist. We can go on and on and on. And she pays me to go on and on and on, but figure I'll temper it a little bit. Yeah, Jared Greenberg and the Hall of Famer Isiah Thomas with us as well. Coming up in a little bit, we'll show you what Luka Doncic is doing to the Chicago Bulls right now. He is carving them up in the first quarter of play. Plus, we'll get you set for our doubleheader of action, and we'll talk about the new-look Nets all over the next 30 minutes. But first, let's review what we just saw.
Do we have to?
You sound like Chuck and Kevin.
We have to? Golly, we saw it once.
Yeah.
You don't need to see this 30-piece in a biscuit again.
Well,
it's nice to see him, though. It's nice to see Kemba back.
Kemba's back. Second quarter action here after a rough first quarter. Isiah, he's looking pretty good there, but it was the other point guard that would steal the show. Emmanuel Quickly, Isiah.
Yeah, Quickly has become a coach's favorite for the Knicks and also a player's favorite. He passes the ball well. He gets people involved. He's a great, he's turning into a great, one of the great leaders on the Knicks young team right now. He gets him set. He plays well, and I like everything that I'm seeing him.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett having a good game as well. 19 and 11. New York was up 58-35. Then scary moment here for Kemba, Candace.
Yeah, you never want to see a point guard that's just getting back, go down like this. But, hopefully it's nothing serious and he'll be able to get back out there and get some rhythm in practice. I think that's the biggest thing for Kemba right now. Get some reps on the practice court.
Yeah, 9 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, but 5 turnovers for Kemba. There's Obi Toppin with a solid game for the Knicks today. Knicks all around solid effort. Knicks end their 5-game losing streak. Boston ends their 5-game win streak. Let me throw out this little nugget for you here. The Celtics shot under 30% today. They were 25 of 84 from the field. It's the first time the Celtics have shot under 30% for an entire game since January 5th of 2004. Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
ugly.
Not going to win
basketball.
Like that. Not going to win.
Talk more about the Celtics side of things. Hope to hear from Brad Stevens in a couple of minutes. But first, let's hear from R.J. Barrett, who put up 19 for the Knicks.
This was as dominant a performance as you can have. What do you think was the key to why you guys played so well today?
I think we came out with energy and aggression, from the tip. And, we just played hard and played well together. We played great defense, and I think that's what really won us this game.
So, RJ, you had 20, 20, and 19 this afternoon. Is it the shoes or what, man? What is it?
You got some good shoes, Clyde. But just we've been putting in the work. We've been really trying hard, and this one really felt good to get back on the right track.
RJ, so many of the players talking about the Tom Thibodeau effect on a team, but also individual players' effect on individual players. What has been the biggest impact he's had on your game?
Just always believing in me. I think that's the biggest part. He's been teaching me so many nuances of the game, and I'm really happy to be a part of this and to really learn under coach.
When you have a shooting slump, how do you try to come out of it?
Just get back in the gym. Get back in the gym, and I feel like I have great teammates and a great coaching staff that always believe in me and always pushing me and really want me to succeed. So, it's just great, playing with this group of guys.
All right, there's R.J. Barrett. Good game by him. Remember, the Knicks started the season 5-3, then lost 5 in a row. Pick up the win today before going back home for a game against Orlando before they head out west for a tough stretch of games. We'll talk more about the Knicks here in a moment. Want to focus on the other side of things here, Candace. The big news for Boston today was getting Kemba Walker back on the court. When I watched him in the bubble in Orlando, many of us were wondering, why is he on the court? He just didn't look comfortable at times. And then we heard the news about the knee injury, and that's why they delayed the start to the season for him. What was your first impressions of him this season?
Well, first and foremost, I love to see, even though it didn't translate necessarily to shots, they did not shoot the ball from beyond the arc well. And when they do that, as most teams do, they play well. But Kemba getting downhill, there's a lot of new pieces in terms of Tristan Thompson, bigs that are going to be setting those screens that need to learn how to play with Kemba Walker. But him getting downhill was something that the Celtics need him to continually do. And I think that once they get more comfortable with him in pick and rolls and the sets that they're run with him, he looked good. You're going to have some rust when you haven't played for as long as he's played. But I think the biggest thing with the point guard position is when you're coming back and you're rusty, you can't make almost plays. You can't make plays. You have to make for sure plays. And early in the first quarter, he made a lot of those plays that I think cost them with turnovers.
Candace, I agree with you 100%, about, the almost making the right play. The thing that I was, really excited about, as you pointed out, just his movement, being away on injury and then coming back, the first thing you want to do is trust your body and trust your legs again. And I didn't see any hesitation in terms of him trusting his legs, trusting his body. But what I did see hesitation in is, making the right play, making the right read. And those things, they will come back and they'll come back quickly. But I was glad to see, we see the defensive effort there. We see him in transition. So I really like that.